Typically, we don't do a lot of reviews on GNC products, or any for that matter. I don't think we have a single one, but this profile is actually quite impressive. So we've actually enjoyed this for the past couple of years, and we figured, you know what, it's time. Let's give it an honest review. Hey guys, G here, VP of Content, fitnessinformant.com. Here today for another review. We are looking at Beyond Raw Lit. This is their pre-workout energy drink in a can. And yes, it is carbonated. Typically, we don't do a lot of reviews on GNC products, or any for that matter. I don't think we have a single one, but this profile is actually quite impressive. So we've actually enjoyed this for the past couple of years, and we figured, you know what, it's time. Let's give it an honest review. So yeah, let's not waste your time. Let's get into the profile, the taste, the effectiveness, the value, and let you know if we liked it or not. Let's go. So Beyond Raw Lit has two blends: the Energy and Mental Intensity blend and the Pump and NO Support blend. Starting off with the Energy and Mental Intensity blend, the first ingredient is 3.2 grams of Beta-Alanine. Beta-Alanine can help with endurance. It's actually probably the most common ingredient in pre-workouts, maybe next to caffeine or creatine or citrulline. And they actually do use carnosine beta-alanine, something that we have gone over here on Fitness Informant before. So high quality form of beta-alanine at a clinical dose, 3.2 grams is what you want. This is on par with many powdered pre-workouts out there on the market. So good job there. Next up, we have Caffeine Anhydrous at 250 milligrams. Caffeine, don't need to go too much into it. Helps with energy, and you typically see a lot of energy drinks or pre-workouts in general at 300 milligrams or above. This has 250 milligrams. It's a little bit lower than the 300 milligram threshold. A lot of pre-workouts rely too heavily on a high dose of caffeine for people to feel it. This is enough to get you going. It's not going to overstimulate you. Again, though, that will depend on your tolerance. Us here with high tolerances, we like this dose. Next up, we have elevATP at 150 milligrams. This is an ingredient from Futureceuticals. This is from ancient peat and apple extract. It can help with ATP production in the body. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the energy currency of a cell. 150 milligrams is a clinical dose. So right off the bat, we have 3 great doses of 3 very proven ingredients. Next up, we have Neurofactor at 100 milligrams. Neurofactor, another ingredient from Futureceuticals. This can help with BDNF levels in the brain. It is in a lot of nootropic products. It can help with focus, cognitive function. It has a lot of benefits. At 100 milligrams, it is at the clinical dose. So good job there. So far we like it. Now we get into the Pump and NO Support blend, 4.5 total. First ingredient is citrulline at 3 grams. Citrulline, commercial Arginine. This is a precursor to nitric oxide, can help with pumps, endurance, performance. Probably the most common ingredient in pre-workouts. 3 grams is a solid dose, especially for a canned pre-workout. You will not find many other canned pre-workouts or energy drinks with that same dose. Very impressive right there. In fact, I cannot think of another pre-workout in a can that has that dose of citrulline. So good job there. Next up, we have Arginine at 1.5 grams. While citrulline does convert into Arginine, Arginine on its own does not have the best bioavailability. So, we'd rather see more citrulline in here, or even take it out. Still, the combination of citrulline and Arginine might help. It's not a bad addition to it. It's just, we'd rather just see more citrulline in general. Still, the combination together may work well. So it's certainly not hurting this. So overall, the profile is very impressive for what it is. Obviously, it's not going to compare to your basic powdered loaded pre-workout, but for a canned RTD, it is actually pretty impressive. So profile looks good. How did it work? Let's find out. So the effectiveness for Lit is actually pretty solid. You can kind of look at this and be like, okay, I know what I'm going to expect. You get the energy from the caffeine, not too much, but enough to notice it and get a nice boost. That's going to depend on your tolerance. You definitely get the beta tingles. Beta-alanine, of course, is a saturation ingredient, so you need to be taking it every day. And over time, you'll notice the benefits. The elevATP does actually help with performance to some extent. You certainly do notice that. You feel a little bit more of the caffeine with the Neurofactor. And there actually is a pump element to this. Obviously, it's not going to compare to if you were to stack it with a loaded pre-workout or a loaded pump product, but you still do get a boost in pumps just from this can. So solid effectiveness right there. We have to compare it to other RTDs because comparing it to a powdered pre-workout isn't really fair, doesn't really make sense. But yeah, we dig it, and it actually does give you a nice, not even just energy boost, a boost in pumps. So it is a pre-workout in a can, well worth trying out. Okay, now we're at the flavor. They actually have quite a line of flavors for this for lit. I actually have a couple of them right here. I'm just holding the Beyond Raw because I drank this, and the other ones are cold as fuck because they've been in the fridge. Beyond Dew, obviously the name gives away, it is a Mountain Dew knockoff flavor. It actually tastes very similar to the actual thing. It definitely reminds you of Mountain Dew. It tastes really good. They did a great job with this one. Obviously it's not an exact match, but it does taste very, very similar to a real Mountain Dew. It doesn't even stop there. I'm actually holding Jolly Rancher Green Apple and Jolly Rancher Blue Raspberry. So they actually have some licensed flavors, some big name candy brands. So I haven't tried these yet, but check out the written review. The reviews or the taste tests on them will be there, but we're sure they all taste good. The gummy worm tastes amazing. The Rocket Pop one tastes good too. So GNC, you don't have to worry about flavor there. They've done a good job, especially with Beyond Raw Lit. So if the flavor sounds good to you, it's going to be worth trying out. Okay, now we get to value. You can buy these for about $3 out of their fridge at GNC. A case is about $30 online. This is actually pretty standard for many energy drinks out there these days. This isn't something that we would take every workout. It's more something like if you were on the way to the gym and you forgot to get something, like you forgot to bring your pre-workout or anything like that, or you're just on the way home from work, you don't have a pre-workout on you. It's worth stopping at GNC, grabbing one of these, and it's not gonna replace your main powdered pre-workout, your loaded formulas that you guys have, but it's gonna make for a nice substitute. You're still gonna be able to have a good workout. You should be able to have a good workout without a pre-workout regardless. Still, if you want that boost, this is worth picking up in a pinch. It's not something that we would stock up on though. With that said, it is still priced very fairly, especially for what you're getting in a can. We have to keep on saying it because producing a canned energy drink in general and shipping it around is very expensive. So price is fair. Overall, GNC Beyond Raw Lit, they actually did a very good job with this one. Their powdered one actually looks pretty good too, but we were so impressed by this one because it comes in a can that we had to review it. Tastes are amazing, effectiveness is good, profile is very impressive, the value is competitive, and it's convenient. Anyways, for more info, be sure to check out the written portion of this review on our website. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check us out on IG and Facebook, and as always, be informed, live fit, let's go.